Welcome to this whole body stretch. The only thing you'll need for this is some cushions and a mat. So when you're ready, we're going to start on all fours. Just take your hands in front of you and sink your weight back onto your heels. My toes are tucked just for a little bit of an extra stretch through the feet for this one. So toes are tucked, weight down through the big toe. Hands walking forward as far as they'll go. And then from there, big breath in through the nose and then slowly out through the mouth. So just taking a moment to enjoy this stretch here through the shoulders. See if you can inch the fingertips away a little bit more. Press the armpits down towards the floor a little bit more. Let's just enjoy that shoulder stretch for a moment. Just get your breathing settled into that nice wide in breath and that nice slow out breath. Good. When you're ready to move, big breath in. And then on the out breath, you're going to do a cat stretch. So you tuck your tailbone under you, curl up, lifting your bottom off your heels, and then rounding your spine as you bring the weight all the way forward. Take it all the way, all the way, all the way. So you can drop your hips down low to the floor and lift your chest and chin. So we get that nice cobra stretch at the end. Big breath in, and then we're going to go back the way we came. So chin to chest, round the shoulders, tuck the tailbone under, take it all the way back into that shoulder stretch. Big breath in at the end, exhale as you move. Same thing, round your spine up into that cat stretch as you come all the way forward. Drop the hips, lift the chest at the end. Big breath in, exhale, chin to chest, round the spine and take it back. Good, into that shoulder stretch and then forward again. Just moving with your own breath, whether that's at the same pace as me or faster or slower. Doesn't really matter, just keep the breath flowing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And you can stay with this, or when you get back here, we're going to take it into a downward dog. So drop your heels down, legs straighten. Remember in your downward dog, you press the head back through the arms, heels drop to the floor. And then we're going to go all the way forward again. So trying to do that cat stretch again in your downward dog. So you tuck the tailbone under, round the spine, and then the knees drop, chest lifts into that lovely stretch in cobra again. And again, chin to chest, round the spine until you get up into that downward dog position. Then you drop the heels and lift the tailbone and then go back the way you came. Good, and then round everything, tuck under. At the end, drop the heels, lift the tailbone. Remember your option is always to stay with the knees on the floor and just do your cat stretch in this all fours position to and from your cobra. Okay, we're going to do two more of whichever one you've opted for. Good. The next time you come into that cobra position, we're going to pause. So come into that position, lift the chest, push the hips down, untuck your toes, and then just lower yourself down to the floor. Leave your hands underneath your shoulders, and we're going to go into our scorpion. So this is the one where we bend at the knee, take that foot up and over to the outside of the other leg, high as you can get, so we really open that hip, and then use your hands to support you and twist. And then come back, same on the other side, bend the knee, take it round behind and twist. Really opening out through the body. Good, I'm using my hands to just push up through the upper body to start. And you can stay with this with the hands underneath you supporting the upper body. Or if you want a bit more of a shoulder stretch, arms go wide. And then we bend the knee and twist that way. So they open out the shoulder on the trailing side. Good, keep the breath flowing. Good, a couple more to each side. Nice. Come back to center on the next one. Good. Hands underneath you. We're going to push back. And just into your child pose position. Just take a nice little stretch the other way for the back. Arms can be out in front or down by your sides if that's a little bit more comfortable. Just settle into this position for a moment. So some big breaths in through the nose. On the out breath, just trying to relax and melt into the floor. Even if your heels and your bottom aren't in contact, that's fine. Just relax as much as you can. Get your bottom as close to your heels as you can. Then nice big breath again, in through the nose, slowly out through the mouth. Good, one more big breath like that. Relaxing on the out breath. And then slowly roll up. So we can come into a high kneel position. And this is where I'm going to put cushions under my knees because I've got a really hard surface. So cushions under the knees if you need them. And we're going to take a big step forward with the right leg, right leg comes forward. As we take the hips forward, we're going to tuck the tailbone under, push the hips forward. Now, when you come forward, ideally you want the ankle underneath the knee or a little bit ahead of it. You don't want it back behind for no other reason than you just won't get as good a stretch. So try and take the foot a little bit further in front. Tuck the tailbone under as you come forward. And then push back. And this same right leg is going to go out to the side. And you're going to do the same thing. You're going to lunge the hips into that stretch. Take it back. And then forward. As you come forward, remember, tailbone tucks under. I'm using the hands on my thigh to just push the spine nice and tall into that stretch. So I'm not hunched over the leg. And then out to the side. So forward. And then out to the side. Into that side lunge, open the hip. Good, big step forward. And then out to the side. Good. If you want to, start adding in the arms. So as you come forward and tuck that tailbone under, I'm reaching the arms up and back. And then as I come over to the side, I'm taking a side stretch. So over to the side, over that knee, and then return. Reach forward. And then in that side stretch, it goes out to the side, lean over and stretch. Okay, as I start to loosen up, I'm starting to reach this hand down as I take the side stretch. Use the elbow to push the knee behind me. Forward. And then side. Good, keep that going. Lovely. And then pause with the front stretch. So big step forward. Lift the arms up or use your hands on your thighs to push yourself up. Tucking the tailbone under, just holding that stretch. Big breaths in. So your positions are here or here, whichever one's more comfortable for you to hold. Big breaths. In through the nose, nice and slow, out through the mouth. Good. And then come back. Take that big lunge out to the side. I'm just going to turn towards you so you can see. Big lunge out to the side with that right leg. And then reaching the hand down towards the foot if you can, or just resting it on the thigh, but pushing this knee behind you and reaching the upper arm up and over into that side stretch. Same thing, big breath in. Nice slow breath out as you relax into that stretch. Remember, you can be up here, don't need to be down towards the floor. Push the knee behind you, whichever one is more comfortable to hold, there's no right or wrong. It's just being able to relax into the stretch as much as possible. There. And then come back. Good, leave this leg out to the right, but see if you can shuffle it back a little bit and still keep the hips facing forward. All right, so if you feel them start to twist, move the leg forward a little bit more. And then from there, we're just going to do a hip hinge. So we're going to push the bottom behind us and just push into that stretch a little bit more and then return. So the toes are facing away from us and the hip bones are facing forward. So I'll show you from the side. Back. And then push the hips forward at the top. So you sink back and then squeeze the bottom, push the hips forward. Good. For 5, push the hips forward. 4, 3, push the hips back and then forward. Last one. Good. Bring that right leg in onto all fours and just do a little tail wag with the hips. And then we're going to do the same thing with the left leg. So coming into that high kneel position, big step forward with the left. Remember, you scoop the tailbone under as you push forward, nice and tall through the back. And then as you come in, you take the leg out to the left and do that lunge out to the left. I'm just going to move over a bit, give myself a bit more space. Lunge to the left. And then big step forward, reaching forward. Out to the left. So forward and then left. Good. So remember, you can start to add the arms whenever you're ready. So the arms lift up, or you're pressing down into the knee to lift your chest up. Arms go up and back into that stretch. And then as you go over to the side, top arm comes up and over into that side bend. And then back. Reach. So up. And then out to the side. And remember, with the side one, you can start to reach down towards the ankle and just use the elbow to push the knee behind you. Just helps really open out that hip. Good, keep the breath flowing. Turn back this way. Nice, a couple more and we're going to pause and hold those stretches. Let's hold the next one going forward. So come forward. Remember, tailbone scooping under, pushing the hips forward. Using the hands on the thigh to lift up tall or sweeping the arms back. Whichever one's more comfortable for you to hold. Big breaths in. Nice slow breaths out. Just trying to relax into the stretch so you're not gripping anywhere. If you need to hold on to anything for balance, remember you can. It's not a test of balance, it's just trying to relax into the stretch. Good. Last couple of breaths holding this. And then come back. Leg goes out to the left. It's a big step out to the left. Take it into that side lunge. So using the arm on the thigh to push the knee behind you. This arm comes up, or you can take it to the floor with that hand. Nice relaxing breaths. Try and relax the shoulders, the jaw. Okay, keep the shoulder back and open. Good. Last few breaths. And then slowly back. Keep the toes facing away from you. Move the foot back if you need to, or forwards if you need to, because you want to keep those hips facing forward. And then we're going to take a hinge back. So bottom travels behind you, and then squeeze the bottom, push the hips forward into that stretch. Good. All the way back. And then squeeze and push the hips forward. Remember, take it forward to ease the stretch off. Take it back a little bit with that foot to make it a little bit more challenging. But hip bones face forward. Good, let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 1. Good, bring that hip in onto all fours. Still a little bit of cat stretch and thread needle to finish. So cat stretching up, tailbone tucks, head chin to chest, spine to ceiling, and then release. And then we thread one arm through between the other hand and knee, all the way down, so and get the back of the shoulder to touch the floor. And then we unthread it and go all the way the other way. Hand to the floor, back into that cat stretch, tuck the tailbone, and then reach the other way. Down to the floor, back of the shoulder, touching down if you can, and then reaching up to the ceiling. Cat stretch. And reach. Good. Cat stretch in between each one. Good, let's do one more to each side. Tuck tailbone and chin. Reach down, reach up, cat stretch, nice work, cat stretch to finish, and then take it back. Lovely work.